Corey, I'm not McAfee. I can't get up on the table. I'm too old, but I can still yeet here at ringside.
It's a long flight home. Be careful where you eat over there, Cole. Listen, you can count me in on the yeet train because I have been a believer in main event Jey Uso since he became main event Jey Uso. And I believe we could be on the precipice of a massive, massive night for Jey Uso.
What a scene!
Like Friday Night SmackDown last night was just a primer for the madness that is Backlash. Vertigo, oh my God, I've never felt anything like this. It's like the walls are moving, this is nuts. This is an opportunity, a long time coming for a man who has bled and scratched and clawed just to get near the top of the mountain. And Michael Cole, you and I were ringside at SummerSlam last year when we all thought Jey Uso was going to be the man to take down the Tribal Chief. And he would have, had it not been for his brother Jimmy.
He is a 10-time tag team champion, but he has yet to win singles gold in WWE. Will tonight be his night? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Damian Priest, back at WrestleMania Sunday, became just the second person in WWE history to cash in his Money in the Bank contract at WrestleMania to win a world title. But tonight, Corey, a ton of pressure. The first championship defense on television for this man, and we've talked about this throughout the night already. The first one always seems to be the toughest.
I think a ton of pressure might be the understatement of the night. In my opinion, from where I sit, Cole, the onus is on the champion, Damian Priest, to set the tone for what his World Heavyweight title reign will mean to WWE, will mean to the rest of the locker room. That said, Priest has a very, very game, very ready, very qualified challenger in main event Jey Uso, who could turn this title reign into a complete disaster for Damian Priest.
A bittersweet WrestleMania for that man. He and Finn Balor lost the tag titles on WrestleMania Saturday as part of the six-pack ladder match, but then he would go on to win the world title, beating Drew McIntyre, who held the championship for just a little over 5 minutes before he was cashed in on by Damian Priest.
The following following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship! Introducing the challenger from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso! And his opponent, representing the Judgment Day, from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, El Campeón, Damian Priest!
When Damian Priest joined WWE, his goal was to make sure the name Damian Priest would live forever. The champion has accomplished that. His World Heavyweight title reign will exist in record books forever. But what will the note below it say?
And here we go, we are underway. Main event, Jey Uso on your left, Damian Priest on your right. Priest had been very vocal in the weeks leading up to WrestleMania that people believed he was afraid to cash in the contract, that he didn't believe in himself as champion, that he couldn't carry Monday Night Raw as the World Heavyweight Champion. It bothered him. He had a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, but that same chip on his shoulder, the doubters around the world are nothing new to Damian Priest. It's what inspired Priest in the first place to completely transform his body, his lifestyle, his training methods to make it to the top in WWE. Damian Priest is the real deal.
And Damian Priest is not going to allow these antics by Jey Uso to throw him off of the game. He went after Jey, and now Uso in trouble, sent into the corner, and Priest misses wildly. Uso's going to have to use his speed and quickness in this matchup to knock off Priest tonight.
Priest, of course, has that reach advantage. We've seen that be a game changer in the past. His ability to strike from long distance with his long arms and legs. Well-educated feet, and right now the World Heavyweight Champion just being humiliated by main event Jey Uso in the early moments.
Well, he can't get frustrated. He can't let the crowd get under his skin.
That's exactly what Jey wants.
Damian Priest steps out of harm's way as Uso was going for a suicide dive. Indeed, it's what Jey wants, but Damian just has to keep his composure here.
And Priest is no stranger to a main event situation, but this is where Jey has thrived recently.
Yeah, got caught though by Priest, and Priest now with the power. A bear hug applied, and now driving Jey into the barricade.
Jey Uso has thrived in the main event scene on more than one occasion. It's up to Priest to prove to the WWE Universe that he belongs there as well, despite holding the championship.
One of the things of being a champion, and you look at Roman Reigns as the prime example of being able to weather this emotional storm for the WWE fans, backing their favorites in these type of matchups.
Well, think about what happened at Backlash last year, Cole, in Puerto Rico. A career-defining performance by Damian Priest. He's only gotten better since then.
Yeah, the matchup against Bad Bunny that night. And Priest now with a right hand to Uso.
And before tonight, perhaps my favorite environment I've ever been at for a premium live event, but I think France may have just raised the bar.
Where's Backlash going next year? And now Priest begging Jey Uso to make it back to his feet. You mentioned Jey Uso's been in these waters before, Corey. Almost took the title from Roman Reigns last year.
Diving elbow in the corner. Here comes Priest. Oh, wow. Unique offense by the World Heavyweight Champion.
And now just mocking the over 11,000 here tonight. Cover and a kick out at 2.
And this is something that I don't know we would have seen out of Damian Priest in the past. Priest is not letting the fans get to him yet. In fact, he's trying the opposite. Priest is trying to control the reaction of the WWE Universe and take them out of this so that they're not so staunchly behind Jey Uso.
If you're Priest, and this being your first title defense tonight, Corey, do you change your game at all? I mean, is there any different strategy you use going into this?
I've always been a guy that thinks that if it's not broken, why fix it? Priest has been incredibly effective recently, but that said, I'm curious to see what Jey Uso brings to the table, because I guarantee you Priest has done all the homework he can for his challenger tonight. Bell ringer. And Jey went weak in the knees after that.
Priest has been involved in tag team matchups before with Jey Uso. Priest's first reign as a world champion in WWE. Former U.S. champion as well, NXT North American champion, a two-time tag team champ.
Extensive martial arts background being flexed right now. Kicking out the leg of the challenger. Main event Jey.
Miss Wilder, you saw Jey Uso. Priest telegraphed it, Jey took advantage, back suplex.
And that's the struggle when you're Priest and you're trying to slow the pace of the matchup. Sometimes it allows your opponent to catch his breath a little more than you realize, to recover a little better than you expected.
And one of the things, Corey, we failed to mention is this incredible role that Jey Uso has been on heading into this matchup tonight. He beat his brother Jimmy at WrestleMania. He knocked off Finn Balor at the Judgment Day. He won a fatal four-way to earn this opportunity tonight. He won a six-man tag team matchup in the main event on Raw this past Monday.
I've said it publicly numerous times. For my money, Jey Uso has grown into one of the most complete WWE superstars we've had in the last decade. Jey Uso can do it all. Can he become World Heavyweight Champion? That remains the last question.
Jey lands on his feet, kick right into the midsection of Damian Priest, and now the big right hand of the champion.
Now it's Priest who's weak in the knees.
Oh, and a step up in Zaguri. Caught Priest.
The World Heavyweight Champion is down in the bottom turnbuckle, and when you're dealing with an Uso, that's a bad thing.
Back to his feet, launching Jey out to the apron. Jey with a kick. Priest blocked it with his shoulder, but it was still effective.
Uso from the top turnbuckle.
There it is, cross-body lateral press for the championship. Hook of the leg and a kick out at two. And we mentioned earlier all the accolades of Damian Priest. And the fact that he has been a singles champion before this. Jey's never been a singles champ, Corey. He doesn't understand what that is like. He's going to do it. He's going to do it for the first time and become a world champ.
And that keeps a superstar going. You need something new. You need some fresh ground to break. And Jey taking it to the outside.
Priest driven into the barricade. Again, champion's advantage. Unlike we saw in the women's triple threat match, there are countouts and disqualifications in this matchup. So Uso's got to pin or submit the champ as you take another look.
Hey, listen, Jey Uso is one half of perhaps the greatest tag team to ever exist in WWE. But you need a reason to wake up in the morning. You need a reason to go to the gym, or else you become stagnant. Jey Uso now wants the solo championship, the singles glory.
Sends Priest back into the ring. Oh, look who's here.
J.D. McDonough with a cheap shot to Jey Uso.
And a spear by Priest.
Yes.
Cover now on Jey, who stays in it. That Klingon-like head of J.D. McDonough bandaged up after he got struck by Logan Paul and Patrick Mahomes' Super Bowl rings this past Monday.
You have to declare that thing at customs.
What are you doing here? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Why are you out here?
I'm here to help.
What did I tell you? I told you I don't need your help. I don't know how many times I need to tell you this, man. No, you can use yours. Use your big ass hand.
Oh, and a big kick to McDonough. And a kick to Priest. Priest has made it clear in recent weeks he doesn't want the help of the Judgment Day. That's why he was barking at J.D. McDonough. Uso splash!
Oh my God!
Cover for the World Championship! And Priest at 2!
And maybe that was getting caught up in the moment, but to me it all comes down to the cover from Jey Uso. The Uso splash, which has brought main event Jey countless wins throughout his career. But this pinning combination was not enough to keep Priest's shoulders down for 3. And Priest is a big, powerful individual. You got to check those boxes in an environment like this.
Late innings now, dig down deep time for the champ Priest and the challenger Jey Uso. Pace you expected?
I think this is the pace that Damian Priest desired. I think Jey Uso would have preferred a quicker evening. not to let this get dragged into the deep waters, but this is what you're going to deal with the World Heavyweight Champion, with the WWE Champion. The best of the best of the best in the business.
And Jey going toe-to-toe now with Priest. Changing forearms, middle of the ring.
And Priest getting the best of that exchange.
Oh, and he got caught by Jey.
And Priest answers.
Priest still on his feet after the kick. Jey still on his feet as well. Enziguri caught Priest, drives him to the ropes. And one to Jey Uso. Both men down to their knees.
Both of these superstars dropping bombs on one another in the name of being called World Heavyweight Champion. Oh, this building is shaking right now.
Showing respect for both of these men, battling out for the World Heavyweight Championship. Priest gonna hoist Jey up high, looking for a razor's edge. Uso and connects. Priest into the cover to retain. Hook of the leg. Does he have it? No, near fall.
Uso just barely able to squeak out the back door after a vicious razor's edge. Full impact, deep hook at the leg, but the will of main event Jey Uso on full display.
An incredible atmosphere tonight. Lyon, sold out. 11,628 WWE fans on hand for Backlash, the first premium live event WWE in the history of France.
I know what Priest is looking for now.
Measuring his man. Jey Uso trying to drag himself back to his feet, not knowing what to expect.
Jey's time could be close at hand.
Looking to put Jey Uso away, went for the south of heaven. Jey able to land on his feet. Spear! Uh-oh! Nowhere! Cover for the title! Priest at 2!
It doesn't get any closer than that without the bell ringing. A look of disbelief on the face of Jey Uso.
The wheels are turning. Jey knew that was his opportunity. He hit that spear from out of nowhere, stunned the champion, but Priest able to kick out a near fall for the #1 contender.
Take another look at this. Jey propelling himself into the spear, got all of it. Another deep hook of Priest's leg, but the champion would not stay down.
Jey looking to dig down deep, back out to the apron, going to climb to the top ropes again.
Finn Balor!
Balor from the Judgment Day is here! Jey came off the ropes, he caught Balor with a kick. Now he turns his attention to Priest. Priest with a clothesline. Took advantage of the distraction. I'm not sure Priest even realizes that Balor was out here.
I think we're on the express route to the Devil's Doorway.
There it is, the South of Heaven choke slam. Priest into the cover, hook of the leg. Priest, oh, thought he was going to retain.
And right now, Michael Cole, this is the moment where champions define themselves. This is where the world will learn what Damian Priest is truly made of.
The world is already learning what Jey Uso's made of. Kick it out of that South of Heaven.
No matter what language you speak, it's universal. This is awesome.
And Priest measuring his man. Jey trying somehow to shake out the cobwebs. Priest is perched and ready to go.
Oh,
Kick.
God!
Stunning Jey, dropping him to the mat.
Come on!
And now the vicious side of Damian Priest coming out.
This is what we need to see.
And another one.
Rise one more time, Mitch. One more time, rise.
This is how you plant your flag on Monday Night Raw. This is how you define a championship legacy, a title reign, a new World Heavyweight Champion.
WWE fans trying to will Jey back into this. Priest going for the death blow. Oh, and Jey caught him with a kick. And another one from main event, Jey Uso. And Uso's got life. And a third, and the champ still on his feet, driven to the corner.
Where is Jey finding this energy? What is Jey Uso tapping into?
And now the champ still on his feet. Jey again with a spear.
Priest is down, and Uso's gonna make the climb again.
Jey, top rope. Uso splash. Cover for the World Heavyweight. Oh my goodness, Damian McDonough put Priest foot on the bottom rope.
Somebody's got to do something about this guy.
This is 3-on-1 out here. J.D. McDonough clearly just saved the championship for Damian Priest. And we don't need a translator for that. Because I agree.
Come on, Priest. Come on, Priest.
A flying Uso. And a spear to Balor.
Let's cut the Prince in half. And yet again, Jey Uso looking to make the long climb.
Yeah, but Priest making it back to his feet. And Damian Priest drops Jey Uso, causing him to lose his balance. And now Jey Uso is where Priest wants him. Damian Priest lifting Jey Uso up high with a South of Heaven choke slam from the ropes. And Damian Priest retains.
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, El Campeón, Damian Priest!
Well, Damian Priest may not have wanted the help of J.D. McDonough and Finn Balor of Judgment Day, but those two men ensured that Damian Priest would still be the World Heavyweight Champion. And now Balor and J.D. McDonough unloading on Jey Uso.
Wait a minute.